Hello, and welcome to Wednesday, the day of Weds. It's a little bit past noon, 12:30-ish, and, I just ended up beating a game. I actually beat this last night, but it was past midnight, so, we'll talk about it now. And that game would be Virtue's Last Reward. This is the second game in the Zero Escape trilogy, also known as the Nonary games duology. It's the sequel to a game I played earlier this year called 999 9 Persons, 9 Doors, 9 Hours. And oh boy, what a trip. Um, it's a very intense game. The first one was a visual novel with a extreme cult following and had been on my to playlist for months, years. It's been on my list for years. And one of the things that I really wanted to do was just bang out a bunch of cult classics that I didn't really have the chance to experience in their prime. So games like 999, Virtue's Last, Ghost Trick, and just like a bunch of other kind of obscure like video games that I haven't had the chance to properly appreciate when I was a kid for one reason or another, not having access or what have you. Um, in this scenario, Virtue's Last Reward is the sequel to 999, and I figured I might as well play it, right? Oh boy, these games are a trip. There is a review on Steam, and if I remember, I'll put up a screenshot somewhere here, or maybe I'll even make it the thumbnail. It's called for this game. It's available on Steam. I believe it's on other platforms as well, but I'm pretty sure the way you want to play it is on Steam. The review says permanently altered my brain chemistry. Positive in parentheses, and this person has it says 117 hours on record. To preface that, the 100% playthrough I went through took me 30 hours, 33 minutes, and 30 seconds, it says, which is pretty fun if you know anything about the game. This is a puzzle escape room kind of game where you're essentially playing as a character going through what is essentially different branching paths. So you're forced to make decisions in the original game and this game, and then once you make that decision, you solve a puzzle. There are several endings in this game. There are, 9 different endings, one for each character, and in the previous game, I believe there were 5 or 6 endings in the first game. Definitely play the Steam version for the first game, and I believe it's bundled with this game as well, so just because it's quality of life makes things a lot easier. You can just navigate to where you need to go through. You can fast forward through passages you've already seen, but you'll still have to do the puzzles that you've already did in the first game. But for this game, pretty much everything is as it should be on Steam. The only issue is that with this game on the 3DS, it was there's some glitches or whatever where like if you save during a puzzle room, it might corrupt your save or something, so just don't save during a puzzle room. It's not that difficult. I believe this was also on the Vita, so that avoids that issue, and it's on Steam as well, so no issues there. But yeah, this game is, oh boy. So a lot of it is jumping to and from different timelines, right? You have something going on in like one certain timeline, and like you learn secrets and like things that are about the character, about the story, that you would not have learned in the other timeline. That's for the minor spoilers part. Like that's basically the premise of the game. That's why it's like what people have been talking about and like why it's kind of important. That's like the basis. That's the like for I will go into spoilers here just a tiny bit, but that's all you really need to know. It's like, you have different separate branching paths. You like in this game, It's initially you have like you're given like one of three choices. Decide what to do with these three choices, and then solve a puzzle, and then you're presented with more choices, right? And as you go down each person's story, you learn more about this person. So like you learn about somebody that you one of the other 8 people, or you can learn something about yourself in that scenario. Same with the first game. You're presented with like I believe it's like 2 choices every single time, and during each path, you learn something about this person. You learn something about the next person, right? That's basically it. And once you've completed every path, you get the full story. Now here's where the spoiler part is. So if you're ever gonna play these games, just like ignore this part. Um, you'll thank me later. Spoilers here. Last chance. Okay. So basically, if you're not concerned or if you've played these games before, the thing is, it's just like you learn about the other, what do you call it? Your memories from one timeline actually matter in a different timeline. Specifically in the first game, this happens on one occasion, and in this game, it happens several occasions. Like I said, there's 9 different endings. The ninth ending, considered the true ending, relies on you getting every single other ending. Because your memories from that transfer over to each, like the character's memories, not like the player's memory, which I'm assuming should be like you'll know like the game actually keeps track of like files and everything and like secrets for you, but the character's memory themselves will transfer over despite that timeline not existing. Super neat stuff, super fun stuff, and like you see why this has a cult following. But yeah, like it's in like that's why the review said like what I laugh every time I see it. Permanently alter my brain chemistry positive. Like that's such a wild review, and it's true. I briefly like started playing the third game in the trilogy. I cannot remember what it's called right now. It's like Zero Time Dilemma, I believe. Uh, yes, Zero Escape Time Dilemma, and it's the third and final game in the series. And I've been told it's not as good. That I should temper my expectations going in, and it's a lot. It's very different. It's a lot gorier. It's the creator knew that it would be the final one going into it, so because of that, a lot of things are different. It doesn't live up to the expectations of a lot of people, and I've lowered mine comparatively. A lot of people just say like, you play the first game, play the second game, don't even think about the third game. And for some people, the third game is pretty okay. It's pretty fun. It's the same thing. You learn more about the characters. And what I really want to do is just like I want to dive into like the wiki for this game, the Zero Escape wiki, and be like, okay, who is this character? Why are they in like all 3 games? Who is this character? Why are they in these 2 games? What can I learn more about this character? I want to dig that up, and I want to do that in a spoiler-free, well, like a mostly spoiler-free sense, where it's like I have the knowledge of this game and I can actually like mark it off, completed the series, done with it. That's what I really want to do. So I'm gonna go play this game, maybe another 30 to 40 hours or something like that, and we'll see how far I get and how well I do. But you can expect a video on that soonish. I tried to breeze through this game. It took me a while. Did it take me a while? I'm not so sure when I started this, but it took some time, and I play a couple hours a day, so maybe it'll take a few days, but we'll see how it goes for that. Like I said, I'll be careful. Like I won't. I don't know don't know much about Zero Time Dilemma, but having the experience of 999 and the experience of Virtue's Last Reward is just permanently altering my brain chemistry positive. Having that is just like, okay, let's dive in. If this won't, this probably was just temporarily alter my brain chemistry, and then we'll We'll move on from there. But yeah, that's about it for today. It's a super fun game, super fun series. Definitely pick it up on Steam. It's like $20, I think, and I'll remember to leave a link down below to it. And yeah, go ahead and play it. I kept things relatively spoiler free, except for the big thing. Um, yeah, like either way, like even if you know the spoilers, like the story is just what on earth is happening. Uh, okay, that's about it for me. Thank you all for watching. I hope to see you tomorrow. And until then, later.